If you have buried your past, avoid people who know where the grave is. This statement is to tell you that if you have a past, there are people like us who will bring it out to tell you what has happened in the past. I'm going to use this opportunity to respond to Okwani TV. Okwani TV made this post sometimes last year. He said, "Dear Senator Prince Ned Nwoko, we understand your quest and struggle for the creation of a new state, Anyoma State, which Okwani ethnicity is inclusively part of the map. However, it is paramount to listen to the cry of the people you are representing in the Senate. Your primary job is to bring dividends of democracy to your constituency and also attract development down to the least of the community within the jurisdiction. We therefore request that you light up Ndokwa Nation before chasing after your personal interest. We, the Okwani people, under your senatorial zone, have been in darkness for 2 decades, and we have been crying out to your office to influence the lighting up of Ndokwa Nation. We hereby charge you to influence the IPP step down in Ndokwa Nation by being in the forefront to exonerate your name." I want to respond to Okwani Nation. You see, Ned Nwoko has been championing the step down of IPP before he even proposed for Anyoma State. I've been saying it in the video that one of the reasons why people like us are supporting Ned Nwoko, because we saw the passion he had for us to have stable light before even the championing of Anyoma State. And I can tell you that one of the reasons why the Anyoma State is paramount to him is because now he knew that the government of the day, being manipulated and controlled by Okowa, will not allow us to have the dividends of democracy within the Delta North. Ned Nwoko now believe that if Anyoma State is created, the people, the Anyoma people, have the right and choice to choose who will govern them and how they will rule themselves by themselves. Because whatsoever we do now will be look as if we are against the people of Delta Central and Delta South, being that Sheriff is not one of our own. Let me show you video evidences. Thank you.
The parent government and the government before now have done their best. But in my opinion, their best is not good enough. And I'll give you a practical example. Okay. The parent confronting Delta North today is not roads, as important as roads are. It is light and water. So the present government, Sheriff, is faced with a situation where the cost, according to him and his handlers, 59 billion naira to build one flyover in Agbo in the junction, which deserves a flyover. Agbo deserves good roads. I grew up there partly, so I know Agbo. But it will cost 30 billion naira to reticulate water in Ogbasugu. It will cost only 20 billion naira to do the by step down. Now I ask you as a journalist, Elena, you are well respected. Your program is well respected and well watched. Which is more important? Road, flyover, 59 billion, or water, 20 billion, or light, 30 billion. I'm sure, that light and water is basically human existence.
The road contributes to human existence.
I agree that you must drink water to stay alive.
You need the roads to transport yourself from one level to another.
Yes, how many people have, no, I said flyover, it's not really just a road, flyover. How many people have cars? But everybody must drink water. If you dehydrate, what happens? You die. Everybody must have rights. Cottage industries must work. Students must have right to have access to the internet to do have their proper lectures and their assignments. So my opinion, and I dare say, in the opinion of any right-thinking person, light and water should come before flyover and roads. But what do you have? The money is there, they prefer to go and do flyover. Forgetting that yes, the money in flyovers, you negotiate with contractors, you know this Nigeria, you know what to do. They can also make more money from light and water. My senator men even offered, okay, let me bring some people from abroad to come and finance it. And over time, we could their money. The same government said no. Even if that happen. So we wish the government
My father, Mr. Justin Iwolonwa Kogolo, may your soul rest in peace. My father said, The difference between who fail and who pass is the ability to remember. I have explained this time over time. But like I always said, even if you forget, even if you do not remember, internet will not forget. Internet will not forget. There is a reason why people like us are passionately following Ned Nwoko, are passionately supporting him, not because he's a perfect being. Just like we said in Peter Obi case, Obi is not a saint. Saint Obi, may his soul rest in peace, is a movie actor. Any saint on the earth is a fake. All the saints, according to the Bible definition, are in heaven. Angels don't live on earth. So when you call your woman angel, it doesn't live on earth. Angels live in heaven. Angels know they marry. They're supposed to be angel guiding you. So as far as is a human being, there may be one or two things you may not like about the person. But the things that matters, the interest that matters to you is what you hold on to. Like I tell people, you can hate me for whatever you think I've been saying, but there are things you might not actually hate when you hear it from me, because I've been consistently telling you this truth over and over. You don't know what you have until you lose it. Yes, they keep saying that a prophet is not known in his own house. Ned is that distinguished senator that most of us do not know that we have. Is a Messiah that we may lose. Mana ndị bench na okenye ada nọ n'ụlọ ewu anwụọ n'ogbele. Ewu nwụchu n'ogbele bụ na okenye nọ n'ụlọ. If you see chicken with leg, the rope, all this hair, women with on don't tie a leg. Now people they catch the chicken, can't remove and use razor or scissors, cut the rope off so that the chicken will be free. If a goat use rope kill himself, that means say there's no man at home. If man is at home, once the rope don't hook the goat, you go there, go and tie him. We will not sit down and allow those who want to destroy us to be in the corridor of power. And they are pushing lies and propaganda for the gullible members, the gullible citizens, the normal people who are ignorant to buy into them. I said it that evidence they choke. Say the first ever issue that this government had with Ned Nwoko when they were in PDP before he moved to APC is because of power generation. On the floor of Senate, Ned Nwoko proposed that there should be a collaboration, federal constituency and that of state, to step down the power. We can't have a power generating plant in Delta North, in Okwani region, with our gas, and they will step it down, move it to Obosi. Even they supply some part of Abuja. Abuja people will be happy that they are having light, but where it's coming from, those people does not have light. And there was an issue. That video you watch talks about the issue. How the governor choose a flyover. Choose a flyover. Why? Because somebody is behind it. You know, when we say that the COA is behind it, many of you think how, but he has come out to speak now. Many of you will begin to see that this is the man controlling this thing. Everybody who understands politics know he's a godfather. He determines what the governor do. They are pushing it. They even waited till that 2023 or 2024 till they started doing it now. See, now the tribunal, pause and read it. Pause and read this. They waited till 2026 when the election is around the corner before they now start doing the project, so that you will say, the government is working, you vote for them again, you vote for COA. He's doing it so that Agbo people will say, COA is working for us, he will vote him. Meanwhile, you could have had a steady light. And I keep saying it, with a light, insecurity becomes a thing of the past. With light, unemployment becomes a thing of the past. Self-employment, even that of investors, will be able to come. A whole Delta, the second most, are having the most money of allocation, both in Okowa time and now. yet they don't have light. And the worst is that the community generating this power does not have light. We're not talking of water, because the man talk of water and light there, 50 billion. We are only talking about light. Give us light, even if it's not 24 hours. Give us straight 12 hours every day. Give us straight 18 hours every day. Give us 20 hours every day. And people can actually turn the economy around. Microeconomy that are driven by energy. But they choose to play politics with you guys. They choose to play politics with you guys, promising you here and there without no verifiable way. Siam, it was published in Vanguard, published in Punch. You can see it here. Pause and read it. Onedwoko was saying that they need this light for his people. On March 7, 2024, by the Daily, you see that thing. Onedwoko moved the motion on the floor of the Senate for joint IPP venture, meaning bringing a foreigner and that of the state for the power plant to be built and generated. Yet the governor turns it down. The governor turns it down. But today, they want to make you believe Technocal does not have any consistency project. What has it done for the Okwani people? What has it done for the Delta North? These are things we are trying to let you know. Even if they think we have forgotten, internet will not forget. This is not a social media propaganda. This is based on verifiable newspaper companies. The media print, the TV own. You saw that interview. The man was saying it plainly that this is what Nedwoko proposed. He even said, let me bring a foreigner. Let's do this thing. This is Barreto Store Ghana. This is Barrister Osito Ghana in a national TV saying it boldly. We wish the governor well, and that is this March 7 that when Nedwoko proposed this thing, 2024, was before he proposed for the normal state. So you understand the reason why the man proposed a normal state, the reason why the man moved from PDP to APC. It's not about political party. It is about what the people can get. But you see, because there's this loom of everything that people painted our politicians in us, we could not see. I personally sat down, listened to this man, and I said, Kai, wallahi, this is the man. See, we are saying it time without number. We started the normal movement. But you see, when the normal movement came to his hand, the man said he has this idea that he will run with it. And he went on to run with it, meaning that he listened to people. He listened to the voice of his people. Imagine a small boy like us will be the one making the move, and the senator could listen. He thinks no call while you get that into him, he will be able to listen to you. Don't you see? Because we now saw that the government of the day are not ready to help us. We say, okay, let's have our own state. Maybe if we have our own state, we cannot be able to govern ourselves. Because if we protest, like I said in my last video, against Sheriff, the Delta Central and the Delta South will think, that because they know be our brother. When our brother was there, did we protest? We say, okay, no problem. Thank God there's a provision for a state to be created in the Southeast. And it was glamored by the then Ohaneze Ndigbo president, Emmanuel Anyanwu. We saw it, was okay. Let's plug into it. After all, our forefathers have been championing this. And we reawaken it again. Is it possible? Is it viable? And we checked the permutation, it was fine. This senator saw it and said, we are looking for light. We are looking for infrastructure development. We cannot get it under the dictatorship of Okowa and his masters and his boys. We cannot get it. The man is comfortable eating money of Delta State. That is why the allegation of 1.3 trillion is on his head. Comfortably. You heard the allegation of what's his name? Oshomole. About 200. There are so many of them. These are the ones we know. And the ones he have admitted. What of the ones we don't know? But if we have a state, it will be overhauling. And he knows, Okowa knows, that if the state come, the selfish interest, whatever he want to get will not be there. But like I said, it was because he's a crook and crafty, cunning person. Because if you are smart, if you are wise, it will be easier for you to play into the hands of Ned Nwoko. Oh, you want us to get a state? Fine. If he joined the movement of supporting the state, people will easily forget sentimentally that he was a bad governor. Say, even after ruling, he gave us a state. He will still be part of those who will make the rules and decision and the political movement of the new state, because people will say, after all, he supported it. But now that he's fighting it, when the state comes, nobody will look in his face. He himself, no. He are choosing the wrong path. And this is why people like us are strongly behind Ned Nwoko. Not because of any other thing. Not because there is a money being given. These people that are protesting for right in Okwan, who gave them money? Think Ned Nwoko will be sponsoring them? Who are they? That is the truth. But time comes when people will say enough is enough. This thing will not continue in this era. In the 21st century, the lies will not fly. We started by preaching about our Igbo-ness, telling the Benin that we are not the same. We started from there before we move into the political movement, which is the creation of a normal state. So if you are following me, you understand that we have been consistently telling you the truth. And it's only the truth that will set us free. I'm out of here, Job. Mwah.